Hello VC and MeanMrMayo. This is a response video to your 100 subs contest. Congratulations on the 100 subs. I think that's great. Quite the achievement. And with that, you've offered a very challenging contest. Picking the five Beatles or solo albums, I think, is almost impossible, which is sort of what intrigued me. So I have a bunch of albums here, and I'm not sure if I agree with the order that I'm placing them in. It'll probably change again tomorrow, but I like them all for different reasons, and I don't think that I like one necessarily more than the other. But if I had to put them in any particular order, I guess it would be starting with number five, the Beatles' White Album. It's been shown a million times already, but it's a great album. I don't think there's any filler. I think it's an awesome double album. I think the filler is, or what people refer to as the filler, is pretty cool because it attracts different listeners who like different things, and it's all under one, all in one album or two albums. But Happiness is a Warm Gun, amazing, probably one of the best Beatles songs of their entire catalog, in my opinion. Sexy Sadie, it's just great, man. I don't know, I love it. I've always loved it. It's always been on my list. I've shown this in Travis's video too, but George Harrison's All Things Must Pass. Aside from the music being great, I love this album because George Harrison was always my favorite Beatle. And with all their battling and all of that stuff, and there's the McCartney and Lennon songwriting duo, and George Harrison, I feel, has always sort of been left out. And it's kind of, it's amazing that was it the year they broke up or the year after, he releases this album and he has enough material to make three solid full-length albums. So good on you. It's kind of like a smack in the face, I think. I don't know. Next up, I don't think this has been shown, but John Lennon and Yoko Ono, Double Fantasy. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I love I love Yoko Ono. I love John Lennon and Yoko Ono together. I think they make great music. This is an amazing record. I don't know, man. I just think there's so many good tracks on here. I'm Losing You, Beautiful Boy. They're brilliant, and it's kind of sad. Like, I think he died. I don't know. You guys would probably know this more than I would, but a couple weeks after this album was released, and this album is sort of, to me, it sort of was a potential turning point of where his music was progressing to. So it would have been amazing to see what came next. Unfortunately, obviously, we didn't. Next up, the Beatles, Yesterday and Today. I think this is a Canadian pressing. This album's more of a sentimental album for me. I think it was one of my dad's first albums, or an album he bought when he was a kid. So I've basically grown up with this album. My dad had a lot of crappy records, but for some reason this was his only good album, and so I grew up with it, listening to it regularly, and ever since I was a kid, I listened to Yesterday on this album, and I still to this day listen to it regularly. I think Yesterday is probably one of the best written songs of all time. Okay, I've said it. One of the best written songs of all time. Melody, musically, just overall, it's just brilliant. And number one on my list is Let It Be. Two of Us, Dig a Pony, probably another two of my favorite Beatles songs. Get Back, of course. I wish it had the extended version of Get Back. I love that version, and I don't know much about it. I think it was a single, or was it even released on a album? I don't know. But this is a for me. This is just the Beatles in their prime. Musically, it's brilliant. Melodically, it's brilliant. And there's my 5 Beatles and solo picks. Hope you